Welcome to part 5. It's a new weekend, pissing down with rain, and I am body filling, priming, and with any luck, by the end of this weekend, I will have a fully primed cab. So yeah, just doing the last of the body filling. This isn't body filler here, this is like spray putty. So any little grinder marks and stuff like that, you can put spray putty on. It's kind of like bog, but you spray it on. It just flattens out all your grind marks and stuff like that. I haven't been doing a whole lot of filming because, as I said in the last episode, it's just time to get some stuff done. But yeah, it's coming along, and tomorrow I'll set the camera up when we're priming it and you'll be able to see that. So I'll see you then. So that's it anyway, the car's primed. Big thanks to Drew for priming it, and what priming has done is showed a lot of imperfections in the work I've done. So it might not show up on video, but you can kind of see the back edge there where I've grinded, and you know, a few little dents. This one's not too bad, but yeah, the back wall where I've sanded back different things. I'm not stopping to fix little imperfections like that. I mean, the car had thousands of dents before, and so no matter what, it's got less rust and dents than it did before. However, I am thinking now, after seeing Tyler's car in the Predator, I have decided to go with the same paint. Within a matter of me doing Cumberland track, then the $1,000 track, it's gonna have that many pinstripes on it that it's not even worth doing in a high gloss paint like that. So I am going to be doing it in the Predator paint. I think I'm going to go a super deep burgundy. Dead set. As I said, I'm not a fabricator. I'm not a painter. I'm not a mechanic. This is just me having a crack in a mate's shed sort of thing. So like, I had high expectations, which is good. It's got it to a high standard, but it's not high enough to do real gloss metallic paint justice. And so, don't get me wrong, I've done an awesome job for what I am and what I do, but it just wasn't enough to paint it in that kind of paint. And I'm okay with that, because at the end of the day, it's a four-wheel drive. It's going to get pinstriped the first trip that Tyler and I take it out. And I'll show you what my old paint looked like just from, 3 years of this car, touring Australia, doing hard tracks in Tassie. And I feel a lot more relaxed now. Dead set, there was a few weekends there when, I know I mentioned in the last episode that I didn't film much, and it was because I was stressed. I was proper stressed. Everything I tried to fix, like, I just, didn't turn out how I wanted it to. The 37-inch guard chop was just unreal, came up amazing, but it shows in the primer. So I'll show you some details up close and you can see what I mean. And yeah, let's paint this thing and get a tray on it. The car's still in primer, the paint hasn't turned up yet, and so I'm working on building the tray. The bonnet's out there. I don't know if I mentioned the disaster to everyone, but I was working on the bonnet in front of my car, and Drew said pull the car in, paint it and whatnot, and I nosed over the front of it, so bit of a tragedy there. Soon after that I cracked the shits and drove over it a couple more times, so I had to source a new bonnet. So that's there, that's a good looking bonnet. It's probably better than my last one, to be honest. Nice and straight. So yeah, paint hasn't turned up yet, so we've moved paint to next weekend, and I am working on the tray. No one wants to see me cutting out 50mm blocks, so I'm going to get the tray to a point where it's starting to look like a tray, and then I'll probably start filming. All I'm doing at the moment is drilling out blocks that will bolt to all these, and then you'll have like the chassis rails of the tray, and then the tray will sit on top of that. So I'll pick it up when I've got a bit more done. Well, that's it for this dud weekend where the paint never turned up, so we couldn't do that. But at least I got some stuff done. I was able to start the tray, and by start the tray I mean get a fair bit along the way. I'll show you these wheel arches. Keegan Bot Bus, he's done these already, where you use the preform tube to get these tighter corners down here. So I didn't bother filming any of it. If you want to see it done well, watch his video. So I did these two bends here with my bender, but I didn't want big sweeping bends for the bottom here. So I bought some prefab bends to do those ones down the bottom. And yeah, the tray's coming along, just a normal RHS flatbed tray. Got some room in here to tuck the tyre, and it's gonna have a tailboard on the back. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna do tube tailboard yet or RHS. But either way, it's going to have a lot of tube. It's going to have tube running all up the side, tube headboard. So it's all coming together, finally. That's it anyway. She's in paint. It's in the Predator coat, which is a type of paint that Tyler got me onto, and I'm so stoked with it. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this colour, which is a Toyota colour for a 105 series. I wasn't expecting the pearl in the paint to come through like it has. So super impressed. Really keen to see it in the sun. I was a bit worried that because with other textured paints like this, like Raptor, it doesn't do the colour justice. Like it lightens up the colour, flattens the colour, that kind of thing. This Predator coat is made in Australia, and honestly, it took the colour really well, and it's thrown it onto the car really well. You can see all the pearl, you can see all the sparkle in the paint, and it's not too textured. I was a little bit worried about having a super textured paint. It's nice and smooth. Really, really happy with it. I'll show what it looks like. So that's it. I just took all the masking tape off and it looks bloody unreal. I'm so stoked with it. A huge thanks to Clint at Wishart's Paint Solutions up on the mainland, because I'm real happy with it. I absolutely love it. It looks unreal. I think we'll call it there for this episode. I'm sorry it's a bit of a mishmash of an episode, but I was waiting for the paint to turn up and I had to still, work on stuff in the meantime. So I got some of the tray done. Next week I'll probably be working on the tray. I'll be doing some interior bits and pieces as well. But yeah, heaps stoked that it's in paint and it finally feels like we're getting somewhere super serious. So that's awesome. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next fortnight.
That's just funny.
I'll go one. Oh, fuck.